Whoops. I realized I meant to repeat that playlist, but we had just been listening to the same minute-long song on repeat for that entire 30-minute intro. So I apologize, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you so much for your tenacity in preparing for this game. Let's jump right into it.
Remember, it is Twitch chat, so they're used to repeating.
Twitch chat.
You know, copy and pasting, that's their whole deal. So
still, I
like
feel
the repetition.
Bad. That was a little bit of unintentional torture to get the stream coverage started. We got a long broadcast ahead, Trey. We got to start nice with these guys. All right, Fnatic versus Nigma, the two winners from yesterday in Group A. I am Zyori, joined again by Trent, and we've got a lot of Dota 2 coming your way today, boys and girls. The group stage will be concluded across the board, which means we've got 3 best-of-3 series to cover. And we'll know exactly how this group will be figured out and all those placements. Winner of this series will be top of the group. So definitely a lot to fight for here. And, well, may come as no surprise, but these are the two teams that looked the best yesterday, Trent.
Yeah. Pretty good way to start your day would be, what time is it there? It's like 1:30 for them or something. So
yeah, something like
these guys,
that.
you know, they just ate lunch. They're getting ready for you either win this series and you're done, or you wind up losing this and you're going to have to play in like 5 hours or something from now at around like 2:30 p.m. or like 7:30 p.m. there, rather. So you got like 6 hours from now, you got to start a series if you lose this. So win your series, be done with the groups.
And perhaps also worth reiterating, this tournament, no elimination in the group stage, but it is one of these massive main event brackets where the top 8 teams from the group start upper bracket, bottom 8 teams start lower bracket, and of course, the lower bracket first round is best of 1 elimination. So certainly a lot to play for in the group stage. I think they found a good balance of making these games really count, but still giving everybody a chance in the playoff bracket.
Yeah, and two teams with, I guess, fairly similar stories in some ways. Like Fnatic, a team that people really, I would say Nigma's a little more proven, of course, just because of like how well this roster's performed at their highest, like at TI and everything. But Fnatic, just so many big names. I feel like every time these DJ rosters, Jabs, Ice, you expect so much from them, and still struggling to really put up those huge numbers. But so far, so good. As obviously they took the 2-0 over Acer yesterday, and trying to secure themselves a nice high placement at the major, try and get that easy qualification to TI. And they start with some interesting picks here. The Bat Rider, pretty expected, but a Crystal Maiden this early. Something they have used themselves in the Southeast Asian qualifiers, but they're going to bring it back.
Yeah, she's a little slow in the early levels. It's weird to think of Crystal. I still think of her as kind of like a late game support for whatever that means, but she scales really well. She does a lot of damage now. She's more survivable than she used to be, at least when she's got the ultimate on, so she's got a lot more in her toolkit than she used to. I think she's a little bit underrated, but curious what your thoughts are. Was she played at Singapore much?
No. I can picture like maybe like one game or something.
Yeah, she's definitely fallen out of vogue.
I think the only time I saw her was like versus Chen. People still tried that kind of stuff. I mean, Crystal Nova is an amazing spell. That's probably her best spell ever since the nerfs of the Aura. Obviously, the nerf's still really good, or the Aura is still very good, but the Nova at this point is a pretty busted spell. Very good, actually, versus PL. It's all right for like all the illusions and slowing their attack speeds, and like if you get like right after a doppelganger or something like that. But obviously, that's not the biggest concern for you when you're a Phantom Lancer. So. Nigma, we talked about this yesterday in terms of like what hero they might pick up in the 4th overall slot, just like that with the PL. Because there were questions of like, is it worth to just grab the OD right away? And well, that's why, because you see it just banned right like that. Mm-hmm. Kind of a similar story with their Ember, but the Phantom Lancer probably the best hero versus Sticky Napalm, alongside Slark. Ever since Jug has just been, Jug's in the real dumpster these days.
I guess so. You know, it's funny because 12 hours ago, I saw a tweet that couldn't be more appropriate from one Sir Action Slacks. Why is there a Phantom Lancer in every one of my games? Is there some pro player out there spamming it? Who is doing this? If Dota 2 wants to increase its player base, why not start removing heroes like Phantom Lancer?
Sorry. I missed that one.
Yeah, that was one of the first tweets I read this morning, and here you go. We've got a first phase PL. So, yes, indeed, Slacks, you've got Nigma to thank for this, and a couple of others, to be perfectly fair.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say he's become, like, the best position one at this point.
And they ban out that Naga. I like that from Nigma a lot. From Fnatic yesterday, we saw, I don't want to use the word perfect, but very crisp Naga execution. Back to back song to start into Static Storm Kinetic Field to absolutely obliterate the carries. I mean, that gave me a new appreciation for how much Naga can just completely disrupt a game in no other way that a position one could. It was so impressive the way Savage was able to do that.
Yeah, a lot of that did come from the Disruptor play too. Like it was that Disruptor made that Naga work. It's actually crazy.
Yes.
It's so hard to output that much damage, but when they're just caught in the blender like that and they can't move anywhere and all those Riptides start going, those heroes were melting insanely fast. And they were 3 pretty well-farmed cores at that point in the game, but they cannot stand toe-to-toe with the Naga, so well removed there.
Yeah.
And next pick out of this is where we probably start thinking about putting this Batrider as a support, simply because of the PL being there. Like, you pick a different offlane hero, that offlane hero pairs with the CM, they both go to offlane versus the Phantom Lancer, and the Batrider plays 5 with another carry versus the offlane of Nigma.
I wonder what they want for Savage here. I wonder what their ideal is. What did he play in Game 2 yesterday? Because he played Naga and then totally blanking.
It was the Medusa, right?
Medusa, that was it. A nice fast-paced Medusa.
Well, fast-paced in the jungle. She was running around in circles while the rest of the team.
Well, I guess the whole game was fast-paced. That one was that match was a bit of an anomaly from a macro perspective. They just rolled him.
I know the heroes that we tend to like versus PL. It looks like Nigma were well ready for this because they actually banned out both the Puck and the Magnus, which are 2 of the better heroes, I would say, right now versus Phantom Lancer. So probably, we're hoping to get this as their 4th overall. And next up, it's the Vengeful Spirit. So I'm not sure. Is that going to be... I wonder if they're really going to commit for the core Batrider.
Guess worth mentioning, it could be a position 1 Venge, low chance, but I think I'd rather see the core Bat.
Probably almost more likely to be a 3 Venge at this point.
Okay.
Compared to a 1 Venge, but yeah, I think it's like 5 Venge and then 3 Venge and then maybe a higher core after that.
It's definitely not a 2 Venge, I can tell you that one.
No, we're not there quite yet. Ever since the Ags nerfs.
Elder Titan, though, a lot of talk about him yesterday. Going to be picked up for Nigma. We saw at least one of the matches yesterday where Elder Titan sort of fell flat. Definitely.
Yeah, that was versus Fnatic for Aster.
Yeah.
That looked like Bulbica was just either out of practice or maybe he hadn't practiced it on the new map or something because ET is like a very finicky hero in that sense.
He's a little Puck-esque. You really need to know the mechanics, exactly what the rotations are to make this guy efficient.
That and you need all the right neutral camp angles and everything to maximize your spirit. So it looked like Bulbica was not ready for that.
Hey, the Medusa. All right.
Yeah. I mean, once the Venge comes out, we start thinking Drow. She was still in the pool, so then the ET pops out, and ET tends to be pretty good versus Drow, but I would say ET's also pretty well regarded versus the Medusa because she's like this big central focus target. So you just put the spirit down, and now any additional magic damage on top of this Medusa is going to get amplified like crazy.
Yeah. I think the Drow is maybe a little too paper for what Fnatic have already. It's not a very tanky lineup, and the Medusa is someone that can absorb a little bit more damage from a core perspective. I think they just like the way this hero flows. They're really good at fighting around the item timings and stuff and maximizing objectives with farm in the jungle. They need a good utility ulti.
She's spicy. I don't know. I think we'll see her a little more often, but I don't know if she's going to become like this big first or second phase hero. I think some teams are trying to, though.
I think she's just comfort zone for Savage. He still has a relatively tight hero pool, right? He's one of those carries known for playing a few carries exceptionally well, but...
Yeah, it is funny to think. Usually you just be like, all right, well, here comes the Morphling. But I guess perhaps that's also why they went with the ET, just knowing that that's one of his big heroes. And even with all the changes to ET, he's still a pretty decent hero versus Morph.
Oh, sure, yeah. Especially
is there a Weehaw hero they don't want banned out? Because if so, this is the time to get it. The OD is gone. The Ember and the Wind Ranger remain.
Does he pop out the Meepo at all these days? Is that still like a pocket strat for him?
I don't remember the last time I saw him pop out the Meepo. Plenty of teams pop out the Meepo, but I haven't seen a Nigma Meepo yet, I don't think.
Okay. Yeah, me neither. I'm not misremembering, right? That's one of the Weehawk classics from way back when?
Oh, yeah. That was the big one. That was his first big hero.
Yeah, I thought so. Okay.
Yeah.
Now the Darkseer for Nigma. Not a particularly popular hero right now, but we saw the power of the Darkseer, especially at the minor in that grand finals. Mind Control played an epic slow Darkseer game with that 4-hero vacuum to set up the Echo, I think, that basically secured them the match. So I don't know exactly how to feel about Darkseer. If it were any other team, any other player, I'd probably go, oh, I don't like Darkseer. But Nigma gets a pass in my book, at least for now.
Yeah. The two heroes left that jump out to me are Alchemist and Ember. The laning stage is a bit of a question, but I don't think Medusa really matters that much now. She doesn't like steal your mana mid, and the OD's already banned out. The Viper's still in the pool if you're thinking of like these big like mid lane dominators, but we've already seen that there's a lot of gold in the jungle now. So the best thing to do is to just not give that Viper like free kills or anything. So
yeah,
they will indeed ban the Ember, the classic lawnmower strat, Iron Shell on the Ember Spirit, and I don't know. A lot of teams like that Alchemist, but could be a bit too greedy with a PL too.
Yeah, I think 4 melee is also a little scary against Medusa and Batrider. Probably want to get at least one more ranged hero mixed in just to make your team fights a little more dynamic.
Yeah, if you want range, I think Lena's actually pretty good here. Yeah,
Whoa.
Lena with the because you get the spirit amp damage and you have vacuum follow up with the stun. That would be my preference. If I was in a pub and someone said, "What should I pick here?" I would be like, "Please pick Lena." So, good choice on that regard.
Not the patented Wind Ranger. I like something a little faster here. A little more burst on that Lena early on at least. Fnatic, what'll it be with this final pick? I guess still a little bit of flexibility here. We don't know exactly what Ice is going to be playing. Could be the Bat, could be the Venge.
Yeah, they don't have a lot of time to think, though, so I think it'll probably be a mid-hero last. We'll just match someone up versus the Lena. Whoa!
It takes lock.
So do some mid or Batrider mid? Batrider mid.
Moon takes the Bat mid. Isn't that kind of tough for the Bat against Lena? I feel like she should really dominate that matchup.
I'm curious to see how much assistance they might give him. They might like rotate DJ at level 2 and just do Crystal Nova, and then if he even has like 1 stack of Sticky, he might just die. But it all depends on Weehaw's positioning.
Okay. You have such a range advantage, though, on Lena. I feel like you sit back, you play the sniper rifle harass game, and it's just a real nuisance for the poor Batrider.
Yeah, exactly. All about the positioning.
Ice Clockwork, though. What's going on here? Did I miss the memo on Clockwork being a relevant 3 again?
Yo, you see that helmet he's got, though? That's like the super rare, one of the super rare helmets.
Oh, that's the Clooney chin one. He's got that
Batman
like, chin.
I don't even know how much that helmet costs now. I'm going to guess it must be like over $400.
I don't know if I've ever actually seen that in a game.
I've never seen it in a pro game.
I don't think I have. I don't even know. Where do you get it? Is it like a Nexon one or something? Korea?
I think it was a TI2 exclusive from TF2, I think.
Oh.
It had some relation there or something.
Oh, wow.
I can't remember. It's very old.
Well, leave it to Daryl.
Yeah, I tell you. So Clockwork and Darkseer used to be a matchup that happened a lot back in the day because they were two of like the primo offlaners when it came to like try v try and the solo offlane guy or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And it was always an interesting matchup because on the one hand you think, okay, cool, you have cogs now. So this whole idea of just surging somebody and they run away, they can't just like run through the cogs. But
sure,
there's also the good Darkseer players started vacuuming entire teams into the cogs.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. We've totally seen that.
Yeah, so if Ice isn't careful, if he cogs like one solo hero and his teammates come in, suddenly you all get vacuumed in, and then you get LSA'd, and it's pretty brutal. Like, there's a lich here. So if you vacuum their whole team into those cogs and get a Chain Frost on top, it's going to be glorious.
I guess I was a little more caught up on the fact that this is going to be a 3 Clockwork, like an actual core. I think the last couple times you and I have seen him pop in, it's usually the 4, some sort of support roaming Clockwork. And that feels okay. I've got no complaints there. Do you believe in the 3 clock in particular?
It is very hard to make work. Yeah, you have to get a bunch of kills, right? That's pretty much as simple as it is. But they have picked the Medusa, so the whole concept is we're trying to create space across the map. Yesterday he played the Pangolier. who, although
Very cool
he's
of
much
you.
better at pushing out creep waves and getting farm for himself, he still also relies on quite a bit of like, hunting for heroes, getting kills, and creating space. So
That was game 2 yesterday against Aster, I believe, right?
Yes,
The
that's correct.
rollover. Yeah.
yeah, rollover, banger, nice. Got him.
Yeah, it fits the
problems I
ice
see-
play style.
They don't have a lot of burst damage for the lasso. I feel like they have good control. Like they have Venge Stun, they have Root, they have Lasso, they have Cogs and Hook, but the overall damage of those 4 heroes is kind of low. Like I feel like if you get a Hood, they don't do anything.
30
Yeah,
Like it's all magic damage between those 4 heroes.
Yeah, you're right.
That would be my concern. I don't know if Ice is going to go some Ags build or something. Get that hardcore physical damage with the what is it called? Overclock? That's a sick name, by the way. Shout out to Valve.
Overclocking. Resets Clockwork's ability cooldowns and grants him bonus movement speed and attack speed for a duration. Clockwork becomes stunned after the duration wears out.
Isn't it like 4 seconds or something to stun? It's some stupid amount.
Yeah, I haven't
Oh, it
seen
doesn't
it.
show there.
Since they changed it, I don't think I've seen it in a pub or pro game.
I saw
So,
Purge stream it the other day.
how'd it feel, bud? What's the TLDR?
I don't know. I don't know if Purge will do it again. Maybe. They were winning pretty hard. I think they actually lost that game when they definitely should have won. So
Okay.
maybe we're out on that. I'm not sure.
All right. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, like, if you want to go right-click, Armlet can sometimes be a cool item. I've seen Mind Control here.
Dude, they called him out.
Yeah, and this is a nasty combo to try to do this against. You've got Crystal Nova, you've got Magic Missile, and Mind Control is almost going to get put under. Pops the salve, and gets knocked
that
off.
wasn't worth. That was not worth.
DJ with the plays. Another Tango used.
Dude, he's just dead. This is awful.
I don't know if you want to keep burning regen here. I think you just kind of cut your losses at that point, and we'll get finished off by DJ, of course.
That salve was painful. But it's going to pull the lane back a little. But I don't know. They're kind of controlling it up here. So what must have happened here is either they watched the VODs at from the miner and really studied that Darkseer. That's one possibility. Or he might have ran through that ward on the bottom, and they were kind of prepped to see where the Darkseer was going to try and cut through. Either way, extremely well played there from Fnatic. That's kind of thing that like wins this bottom lane.
Yeah. I mean, that could have been a combination of both. Like, hey, we know he likes to do this. Let's put a ward down that can maybe scout that out. If we get sense of it, we know exactly what to do. And boy, did they just execute.
And look where the wave is. Like, this didn't help him like at all yet.
Hold on up top. Ice, and GH going at it. Ice might take a tumble here. Miracle trying to chase him down. Does have a
GH is
salve.
dead.
Knows his limits. Goes back the other way. GH falls instead.
Yeah. Little, Crystal Maiden.
Bruh.
This smells really good, guys.
Yeah, she's also got 5 mangoes, so she cool.
That's 4.8 HP regen.
Yeah.
Pretty beefy. Like doubling up on the ET.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. Very seldom are there games where Arcane Aura doesn't feel like it has a big impact, but one of these where all 4 of her teammates have big mana issues early on, and they can do so much with mana.
What else is crazy is that because she got that first blood on the Darkseer, she got boots, which just completely changes this hero. Having boots at 2 minutes, that's a whole new world, baby.
Yeah, she's slow.
We haven't talked about this mid lane like at all, but so far I'm impressed by Moon. Oh, we got a DD too. That's probably helping here because his last hits are way too high for this matchup.
Yep, that's
There's
a lucky
no
spawn.
way this should be above for the bat.
Lena 9,
At least
3,
in my
10,
experience.
5. Yeah, wow.
I mean, look how much damage he has. He has 46. We already has the fully completed magic wand as well, though. So, very difficult to go for the dive play. I'm guessing he's going to try and save that if he gets 5 stacks, he might go for the 2 points in Flame Break. I've seen Bat Riders doing this recently where
Is that why he's
they
holding?
just, like, opt for a kill. Yeah.
Okay.
And then if you don't have a kill opportunity, you just get the Firefly and go jungle.
That is one of the upsides about Bat Rider. If you're not getting killed in lane like this, you really can farm fast and you can utilize the jungle.
I wonder if he's going to do some, like, Veil build or something weird to try and amp their damage.
That could be cool.
I think he'll probably do bots again for the like the high mobility to go with the clockwork, and then but yeah, I don't know what he goes after that. He just goes for, like this blink style. If he goes 4 staff, if he does try something like the veil.
Is Yule's totally dead on Bat Rider? can be an okay tool against surges from the Darkseer.
That's true. Yeah, Yules isn't too bad, especially if like there's Linken's heroes, which they're, not really. Like Lena's an okay Linken's hero.
Yeah, not an incredible Linken's game. Things quieting down a little bit in the laning phase. PL, the breadwinner right now, #1 on CS.
I remember these games where the ET is struggling to really have a good impact.
They're playing around him well. He's got all this extra damage, but they're playing ring around the rosy. He can't staple anybody.
To be fair, his biggest counter in the game is probably Clockwork. So, and usually you don't even have to lane versus the guy. It usually winds up in some scenario where he just keeps like targeting you either mid game or he'll be a support that's just like walking at you all the time, because that's like the 1v1 that ET loses. You just hit battery assault and he can't punch you enough and you just kill the ET. So this one is going to be a much harder game than Bobica's ET game.
Can always stack in the jungle though, Trent.
He did get that stack. Yeah, there you go.
And yeah, we're seeing it right here. Ice, 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 and GH. Blow for blow. It is actually GH that grabs the bounty rune. Will have to throw his body at the cause, but crunch the numbers there, and worth.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, he's got a lot of stacks over there already. 1, 2, 3 camps.
Right, isn't this what you were talking about yesterday, where you can stack all 3 of them at once, or at least 2 at once with ET?
Yeah, you can stack 2 at once.
Or 2, okay. Yeah, my bad. So that's one of the great things about this hero. You can't do anything in lane. You can always create some efficiency elsewhere. Jabs down bottom. How far are they going to go? Frost Shield on the mind control. They do find that kill. Savage maybe looking for a counter, but no Mystic Snake. Doesn't need it. Finds it with the right clicks. A 1-for-1. Venge for Darkseer.
The Vengeance Aura, giving the bonus damage while dead, and getting some extra damage just from the illusion itself. 13 last hits for MC at this point in the game is very difficult. He's going to need a lot of time to recover. But what they've done in the past is, like, the old Darkseers used to recover by just, like, slip. Oh, GH is dead. Yep,
he's chasing DJ. DJ finds the spot in the trees. He lives, and GH goes down.
Again, I cannot understate how bad this hero is versus Clockwork. It was a very good counter pick on the Clockwork in that sense.
Yeah. And they got the lane matchup, too, which is huge.
Yeah. But, like, these Darkseers, oh, my God. Mind control. Come on, dude. You got to live for me here. Attaboy. 13 HP. Calculated. They usually take a lot of time on one of these side lanes. They just keep ion shelling, split pushing, trying to build up into those first few auras. Mind control instead, what they've done on Nigma is he'll usually just join fights, like, really early. And try and get back in the game that way.
Putting some decent pressure on Miracle.
Oh, you want to see GH do some stacking?
Yes.
Okay. He's about to pop off here.
All right, let's see the pop off. All right, Peter, let's go. All right, #1.
Oh, no, he does get the triple. Oh, this guy's good.
Look at this.
Wait, he can't get 4, can he?
Look. No, I think he's just getting the extra
Yeah, he's just getting the damage. Okay, so we got the double stack, and he gets the spirit damage. All right, now he's going to try and go for the Crystal Maiden. How much damage has he got?
160. Oh, here it is. DJ on the run. But Ice 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 is here. Oh, no. GH, his head got too big for his own good. Now he's stuck in the cogs. He's in trouble. The power's too much, and he'll fall. Ice 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 gets the kill. Kuro looking for a counter, though. Not going to find it.
Oh, man. They wanted that return kill so bad. All right, well. Yeah, that's impossible. Very well played by DJ. You saw GH realize exactly what's happening. He's like, I'm going to get frostbitten under the tower. So he got outside of the tower, but then he still gets frostbit and then right into the cogs and just dead.
Yeah. But right idea from GH, right? That's the general strat. You want to get all that damage, run over so the spirit chases you, and then you can maximize the damage in lane, punching on that squishy support. Just,
yeah.
Clockwork was there, so it didn't work, but...
Well, they knew that GH was probably going to die. That's why they rotated in the Lich too. They tried to make this play where it's like, okay, well, you might die, but we can make something happen here. Just weren't able to. And oh yeah, get the big drop, the mango tree.
Ooh.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
Miracle's certainly happy with that. And stacks are getting cleared out now. Weeha's taken one. And looks like he's going to take another.
Oh yeah, everything from Ilena. He's the one who's going to be running around this map, fighting this foursome that's going to be giving Medusa space.
Thought they might share it with Miracle, but no, he'll just get a single Centaur camp. He's still a little bit weak.
I mean, Lena just needs like a couple items to come online, and then she feels incredible. Honestly, even just Yules is going to give you so much to do this game.
Yep. So they put GH mid now, at least for a minute, so he can try to get some XP. Batrider's level 8, so he has to stay very far back.
Up top.
Kuro, yep, he gets initiated on. Creeps will find that kill. A level 6 Ice Ice Ice. He's getting a lot more scary. And
That's the hook kill.
What did we say about this Clockwork? He's got to find kills for it to work. 40 last hits, 2-0-3 in KDA at 9 minutes, and then mid GH will get run down by Moon. There you go. Exactly. Well, level 4 Titan versus a level 9 back. Good luck, bud.
Yeah, now it's the battle of the bots in the mid. Weehaw going for his boots of travel. He's nearly done, and Moon as well. Mind you, Weehaw also has 2 null talismans and a set of a magic wand, so he's got about a 400 gold edge. Moon having the bottle.
Yep. Still, given how favorable that matchup should be for Lina, I think Moon's pretty happy right now. He's been stable. Jabs comes in on the mind control, sets it up with the stun. Savage with the snake.
That's only a level 2 Surge.
And that's a level 4 snake. Well, Nigma looking in rough shape here in this laning stage. 10 minutes about to turn, 9-1.
They tried to smoke up here. To kill the Clockwork.
BOTs get canceled. Now Ice 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 is completely surrounded. And in the back, DJ will be all right. Moon a little
Ice
disappointed
went in to
there.
try and keep the creep alive, I think, so the boots of travel could complete, and then obviously just got by the ET and the Lich.
Yep.
The Jab's trying to find himself up to level 6 right now, soaking up some XP in the mid. I'm not sure if he's getting the tome too. Doesn't look like it. Like he's just getting his boots. So Jab's the poorest person in the game. Unfortunately, though, right after him, it's mind control. That Darkseer, just an awful start here for him. Very difficult laning stage when you die instantly like that.
Yeah.
You get put into a rough scenario.
And this is feeling like Nigma have 3 supports right now. But
yeah, that's pretty accurate.
The great thing about Darkseer, though, is that he can farm pretty quickly. So a little bit of space in that southern quadrant of the map, and who knows? You know, maybe another 10 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
This finds him jungling.
Okay, good stuff from Weehaw. Now, meanwhile, Batrider does get a solo kill on the mind control in the bottom lane. So it's not for nothing. They still go 1 for 1. Still a great pick on Savage. And, wow, I just missed that kill on Jabs mid. They're erupting everywhere. Sorry about that, folks.
That was because Weehaw saved the Laguna Blade. Didn't have to use it on the Medusa. Comes mid right away and gets a kill onto the Venge. Just obliterated.
I'm going to go on Ice 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 up top now. Phantom Rush on in. Ooh, even a Chain Frost used for this. Should be able to get the kill. There it is.
Now, that is one thing we didn't mention. Notoriously bad matchup for Clockwork. Once the mid game happens, is the PL.
Yes.
Obviously, you can just doppelganger out of the cogs, and you don't really do anything. So that could become an issue. Yeah, I guess we didn't talk a lot about this whole Medusa PL, did we? I mean, they picked Medusa into PL as well.
Yep.
Which is another. That was one of the heroes we wanted to see yesterday, but of course it had been banned out already. So, I mean, at the same time, obviously they're well aware they're picking Medusa into PL, so we can't really take that much stock into it. If the pro players feel like it's an okay matchup, then we should probably accept that until we see otherwise.
I mean, I think it means still that there's a little bit of a timer for Fnatic. I think they want to keep this aggression up and not go ultra late. We'll see that swap onto Weehaw. That sets up the kill, and maybe even more. GH gets booped a little bit. There's another swap. That's right, folks. There's 2. And that'll do it. Nice set
that
of
was
kills.
really well played. So they hookshot in. Jab stays smoked because he wants to see what the response is from GH. He wants to know where he's going to use his stomp to try and save Weehaw, and then he follows up after with that swap to put him right next to 23 Savage for the kill. I think, did he get the final hit? DJ got the final hit. Oh, that's too bad. I thought Savage got it, but still fine. As the Dusa illusion created by MC will farm it up here. Help me out here, illusion. I need something. There we go. This is how you get back in the game.
Wow, that's a value illusion right there.
That is a value illusion. Look at this thing go. Look at it for another half duration. Oh, don't lose it mid.
He's just getting some farm mid. He's min-maxing. Well, sort of.
Well, as you pointed out before, Yules, good item. Oh, Miracle got stuck on the high ground there.
TP.
Oh,
Ooh.
they saw him.
Nice play by Ice Ice Ice, and now as Miracle's stuck, can he get off this cast point? Drops the tree, able to get pushed down, but can they still finish him off? Nice rotation from Jabs with the stun to secure the kill for Ice Ice Ice.
Well, that was unfortunate. And they even GG branched up top. That's pretty funny. Oh, that was Miracle himself.
Yeah. I think that's what pushed him down, right? Doesn't the tree have a weird...
Well, he got cogs, too.
Oh, was that what actually knocked him down?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was the cogs. That pushed him down.
Okay.
Radiant structures.
I thought it was the tree planting.
Well,
Mobby.
thinking about it.
I
He
do
could
love
have
this
killed
Yules
the-
on the Bat Rider, though. Not only because of the Dark Seer, it's sort of like a Lina factor. It gives you this reset for yourself and also a way to set up for your team so you don't have to, kind of panic lasso as your only way to start a fight. Plus, Bat Rider loves
Dire's
movement
top
speed.
tower is
Yeah,
under
exactly.
attack.
It's just about farming across the map and everything, too. Mana regen. It kind of has everything that you like on the hero. The only real problem is that it doesn't solve direct initiation, but he's going to have to rely on his Clockwork and his Venge because he can't really purchase into a Blink right now because I think they have enough itemization that they can't afford to waste like 2k gold on it. I still think they're going to have some damage issues.
13-5. Fusel Blade now up on Miracle's Phantom Lancer. Mind Control. He's got a Bracer.
Yeah, I guess I'm picturing damage issues once you have a pipe Darkseer, and that still seems to be a bit of a pipe dream right now.
But look at this, Trent. What's a way back into a game? Stacks. That's one thing Dark Seer can farm pretty easily.
Yeah, we have to remember to check the stacked camps on the scoreboard at the end of the game.
Yes.
Because I haven't seen that many on the Radiant side.
Moon maybe in some trouble here. Just runs out of Firefly, so not a lot of options. Doesn't even have the Yules yet. No Blink. Just trying to find a spot under the tower, which won't live for long. At the end of that tier 1. First tower kill of the game for Nigma. They don't find Moon. They're not going to dive it, and he'll get to TP out. Meanwhile, mid looks like Fnatic starting to pressure this tower, but GH is there to disrupt things. Hook shot in from Ice Ice Ice. Connects on the creep, but he's still in the fray. Moon coming into backline. There's a lasso onto Kuro, and they're going to get 2 kills out of this at least. Jabs trying to charge forward, looking for another target, but a buyback from the Elder Titan now. They will just turn onto Jabs to make it a 1 for 2 and get a little value out of that buyback.
They wanted so much more. They were hoping that this could be that big diffusal fight for them. That's why GH bought back. He's trying to get Miracle really farmed up here and get like a triple kill or something, but not able to find the additional catch. It's crazy watching Weehaw and Moon just mirror each other across this map. Like when one sees the other TP, they just like instantly follow them.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Pressure on the tier 1 mid now.
Structures are fortified.
Weehaw laying in some fireballs. Rocket Flare, freeze. Fnatic
He's playing a dangerous game, dude.
still mount a defense. Hey, a Grove Bow up on Medusa. That's pretty nice.
I'm sure she'll find a quiver later too. With the
You're
those
positive,
key
huh?
items. Yeah.
Dire's middle
It
tower
seems to be how
is
it
under
always
attack.
goes. I feel like you get one, the other always comes with it.
Well, how about
I think.
Nethershaw on Bat Rider? That's a hell of a find.
I think Lina has one too. These guys have the exact same build, dude.
What the hell's
They
happening?
can't help themselves.
All right, well, now we're going to see it
Dire's
switched up. BKB
structures
coming
are
for the bat.
fortified.
But you're
I
right.
like that.
Kooky. Visible Bat Rider. Couple seconds left here. Realizing he probably can't kill that PL.
They have a Observer Sentry combo down there by the Bat Rider too, so that's why they surged him out, I think.
Yeah, there's a deep ward for Radiant. Also had eyes on all that support. Oh, catches the smoke too. Well, I think Fnatic saw that. Low ground in the trees.
It looks that way. Ice is gonna stand here and hookshot this creep camp when he gets hit. Baiting. Is that what's happening?
Well,
I thought
maybe
he
in
was baiting
theory.
the smoke.
He is going to cog. He's now out of mana and a little bit of trouble. Put to sleep. Ice, ice, ice. Well, he does break the smoke.
Under attack.
All right, now I'm not so sure they saw it.
Yeah, I guess not. It was kind of like they had a ward here, but they kind of smoked right in this little spot. So if you weren't looking right at it, it was probably a little hard to tell. Okay. Things have certainly slowed down, but not for the Medusa. Savage farming very efficiently, still maintaining that #1 seat Already close to 3,000 gold, almost level 15, so potential breakpoint coming soon. New item.
One thing I love about what 23 Savage has been doing is I constantly see his Manta Illusion sitting in the mid lane. He keeps shoving them up here just to make sure they're not going to get that tier 1 tower.
Yeah. It's good.
Gage tries to stop that, and Moon's going to get him.
Plenty of damage here. Clean kill onto GH.
Now, this was a first pick bat rider. Well, I guess second pick overall, but they picked it in the 2-3, and they really don't have a good answer to Lasso. The best answer they have is, like, using it with the Lina or maybe a follow-up stomp, but, you know, in terms of those, like, classics, they avoided those counters.
Yeah. But it was a nice Venge pick because it denied it from Nigma,
Yes.
but there's also some synergy between the two. It takes some pressure off your Bat Rider. Venge can find those catches, and sometimes you can just follow up with a lasso. Very smart play from Fnatic. And they will move into Roshan now. They don't kill it too quick, but without ET, tough break for Nigma. They're going to get a tier 1 out of this, maybe?
Yeah, maybe not. Looks like Weehaul's a bit worried. He can play pretty free this game just because, I mean, he's the one with the Force Staff. Like, the Bat doesn't have Blink or Force, so spacing, like, the only long-range initiation is that hook shot, and then obviously he can just, like, Force Staff himself out of it.
20 minutes. XP goes even. And runes even as well.
Mind Control getting anywhere near pipe? Not really.
Yeah, he's got
Well,
some...
I think we've made to the point where this Medusa is going to be so farmed that I'm not sure the damage issues are going to really matter that much anymore. I was mostly concerned about, like, this early game, but because the Darkseer gets so shut down, well, I mean, everyone gets shut down besides the Lina and the PL.
PL still has potential, though. I mean, he's not that far from Manta, and Manta Diffusal is that scary combo that can make Medusa's life a little more difficult.
They will have PL problems. Yeah, that is definitely true.
He doesn't have Manta yet, though. I guess that's a key part of this timing. Fnatic will smoke up and look for something.
Yeah, I think Ice is done farming for a while. He wants to get back on the kill hype. GH is looking mighty tasty.
Not a great angle for hook shot. Creeps in the way.
They tried to go for a swap out. Give Miracle some freedom down bottom, so he's going to start pressuring onto this tier 2 tower, knowing that the entirety of Fnatic is up here. And now you have a question as Fnatic. Are we going to rotate back down here and deal with this wave? For now, Miracle's just going to cover himself by farming Ancients. Here comes Moon.
Looks like Fnatic were really hoping Nigma would make a rotation and try to defend their own tier 2. And Nigma making the smart call not to take the bait. However, it is going to cost him a tower. Savage is going to stick around. He'll finish that off.
Weehaul's trying to steal mid right now. They rotated in the CM.
Ooh, DJ with a surprise Blink Dagger.
They have the hook shot, but there's also the Force Staff, so Ice isn't going to go for it. They have an Observer Sentry combo up here, too. Scouting out these two heroes. Oh.
Do you like the Aether Lens on CM? He also did go for the cast range talent, so he can sit pretty far back now.
Yeah, it's an interesting build. I think he's gotten a little bit of space, so he's had some freedom here. The Blink Dagger I do like. I think that's better than like Bat having to buy it, and it still gives you some options for setup onto like the ET in the backline or someone, even just the Lich. Aether Lens is amazing on the hero because not only does the cast range help her, but she really has mana pool issues. So an additional 450 mana just lets you basically use your ultimate, which is really nice. Because sometimes you use your ultimate and then you don't even have enough to like spam a second round of spells of the Crystal Nova and the Frostbite.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I used to like the stick, Tranquil Boots, Glimmer Cape kind of style on Crystal Maiden, but you have severe mana issues now. You regen fast, but your pool isn't big enough to do your full rotation.
Yeah.
Especially with the Glimmer Cape, right? Because it doesn't have a super cheap mana cost anymore. So
yeah, Arcanes just feel like the stupidest item on this hero, but in some ways she would benefit like a ton from them. Like if she didn't have the aura and she had some other spell, you would just have to buy Arcane Boots on this hero all the time, obviously. And so there's just this weird dynamic of like, I just need more flat mana, and there's not that many items that give it to you. So the Aether Lens is nice.
It's pretty cool. And now with the Blink Dagger, she's got some crazy catch power. So starting to scale and very close to level 15. So this is around that point where CM starts to transition to, I don't know, a scary support. You know, that 150 GPM is no joke.
Well, when she has the Blink BKB ulti, that is going to be a bit spooky. But
now, is there ever a world where you go for Aura? Is this one of these, okay, we're against a PL, we've got a Medusa, she really needs mana.
Oh, no, they changed that.
Oh, I'm reading it now, so it's just magic resistance. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because remember, they buffed it, and they gave her magic resistance on the Aura, and they were like, oh, never mind, that was broken.
No, you're totally right. Yeah, a little brain fart there. Okay.
I kind of forgot they removed that talent to make up for the fact they got rid of the magic resistance. That's too bad.
Yeah.
If there ever would have been a game, I don't even think this one would have been it.
Yeah.
That talent was awful.
It's just, it never felt good. Every time you got it, you're like, I just wasted my talent. I really did. Because you feel
like,
the GPM, right?
Do I have a Storm Spirit, and are we going to win in the next 2 minutes? Okay, I'll take the magic one, or the mana one. That was pretty much it.
Butterfly up on Dusa. 22 minutes. This is a moment. They have hit a timing, also close to level 18. And not as big of a break point, but they are ready to fight. There is no answer to this Medusa right now.
Yeah, I think they need tier 3 right now. They need like a lasso play out of the base. DJ's gonna like blink lasso someone, or blink frostbite someone, and they're gonna try and get a lasso. They're after Miracle down bottom, so they've been drawn away to the mid lane.
Hook shot. Flame break. They'll boop him back. Now into the lasso. Do they have the damage here? It's going to be close. Not quite. They need a bit more. Miracle turning onto Moon, but he's burning down, and Miracle will fall. Now back to the mid. Stomp from Elder Titan. Medusa is low. Remember, has Aegis, takes the Laguna. Gets the reset now. Rest of the fight. Will there be any more? Jabs charging forward. Swap. Not quite there. It's only level 1.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
I'm pretty impressed they got the Aegis, frankly.
Now, Fnatic did get that tier 2 tower, so they trade Aegis for a kill on Miracle and a tier 2. Not too bad.
I think you really wanted tier 3 with that. I mean, yeah, it's not like panic button yet, but I don't know, I just get worried as I keep watching this PL. Like, Miracle went really greedy by not getting the hood. There's lots of games where you get hood on PL and you're like, yeah, I guess I kind of have to get this. I think this was a game where you would just love to have the item, but he felt like he just needed maximum farming speed because of the way his team was going. And, ooh, Moon, he's right on top of him.
Not going to live. Look at that turn rate. Oh, that's painful. Kill up for DJ.
Nice. Saw the Yules get used on the Batrider and said, yeah, I'm in there. Just blink ulti.
And meanwhile, in the bottom lane, Savage is just chugging objectives. He finishes off another tower. He's going to move into enemy territory to kill all these neutrals.
Oh, how about mid?
Oh, there you go. They found Kuro.
He didn't even hook him.
Saved it for a potential finisher. And
got him
there you
with
go. Jabs will help him out.
Yeah, it was an Invis rune. Just secured the free kill for Ice.
Ah, okay.
But it's funny because you look where Kuro was. He was like right in between 2 sentries, but just couldn't quite save him.
Wow. Well, things falling apart for Nigma here. 20-7, 12K net worth. The last couple minutes in particular, ever since that Roche. And
what did I tell you?
Look at that. Trent the Prophet.
What did I tell you?
Enchanted Quiver found by Savage.
I told you.
What the hell?
It comes in pairs.
This shit's rigged, dude.
Yeah. So he's going to pass that off to Jabs.
All right.
Wow, this item must be real trash if he wants to give it to Jabs over getting rid of his Ironwood tree.
Well,
okay. He has now moved his Ironwood tree.
Radiant are
He must have something. What's coming on the courier? What's he got?
if we were at a carnival, I'd be calling shenanigans right now.
He's got his BKB. There you go.
There it is. All right, that's a worthy upgrade.
That's his new Aegis, basically.
Vambrace is pretty dope on Medusa as well.
Oh, can you imagine if they got the Venge telescope?
Oh yeah, the Keen Optic.
Yeah. No, like literally the telescope. Like they just got it on Darkseer.
Oh right, that one.
Yeah.
Who do you pass it off to?
Well, that is not the hero they wanted out of that duo. So Jazz will be very happy there.
Oh yeah, lowers scan cooldown. Increases attack.
That's quite the item.
Cast range of allies in a 1,200 unit radius.
Imagine this Medusa with another 150 attack range. Oh, Mindbreaker.
Oh, there it is. Your other favorite item.
I guess you give that to Ice, probably. Get rid of his Quelling Blade.
Yep. That would be my guess.
That would actually be kind of crazy. Well, they have the Manta on the PL. But if he had already Manta, he could stop him from doppelgangering.
It's just one more thing, right? It makes the PL's Manta usage even more delicate.
That's true.
The odds starting to stack up a little bit against Miracle. A lot of things have to go right. He is working on the heart, up to 2,500 HP, so he's got some meat on the bones, but
Dire's top tower is under
I was
attack.
getting worried for Fnatic with the way the game is progressing, but they've just done such a good job of finding these pickoffs. Like I feel like when we watch these games versus Nigma and Nigma come back and win, the reason is because their heroes just aren't getting picked off in the side lanes. But there have been several moments where they lose a hero in every lane all at once. And Fnatic's initiation, like even if they don't have like the biggest damage heroes, they're just constantly finding solo heroes by themselves.
Bat
And then-
Rider, Clock, Venge. That's a nasty trio of heroes in terms of initiation. You put one in each lane, and yeah, you can get God anywhere.
And a blinking CM with Aether Lens. See how far his blink reaches, man? This guy just jumps on people. Oh, Miracle.
Whoa, there goes
for
find
Weehaw.
one. That's going to be a dead Ice Ice Ice, perhaps. Now he's got some follow-up. BKB's popped. Moon up on the high ground. That'll finally be the kill on Ice. Miracle getting pretty low, but able to doppelganger, and now it's Mind Control that's isolated. Going to get finished off by the Bat Rider.
Oh, they're going
to
to try to go for Savage. Nigma want this.
Well, he had the Stone Gaze that whole time. Now pops it, heads up to the high ground. It's a 1 for 2. Fnatic have lost both their supports. Now the buyback used as Miracle goes back in. Savage needs to be a little bit careful. He does not have an Aegis, and he's taking a lot of damage up on the high ground. Lina laying into him.
so
Savage
good,
is
dude.
down. Now back on the other side, Miracle low. Moon trying to finish off this kill to make it all worth it. DJ's here, but he misses the Nova. Miracle's gonna live, and that's a big shutdown streak. Moon dead. DJ limps away, and the buyback from Jabs gonna be completely worthless.
That is the absolute, like, classic from these guys. From Team Nigma, from when they used to play on Liquid. This was, like, what they did all the time, where they managed to find that scenario that looks so good for the enemy team that it like baits them in and they just dance and play perfectly. That's the second I said like they're gonna go for this Medusa kill, because even though she's full HP and she ults and she has this BKB, they saw that BKB get popped and they said, whenever this ends, guys, we have to go for this kill. This is our best chance into this game. We're never gonna find another moment like this.
Yeah.
And somehow they're able to pull it out with everyone on like 10% HP. But now they gotta make sure they don't get bad pickoffs here.
Oh, Chain Frost, big back setup from Mind Control. They'll start to split, and no kills for Nigma. They do repel this movement into the Roche pit. How long until Roche is up? 30 seconds now.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay, both sides just back out.
Big problems at the start of that fight too, where they had the lasso onto to Weehaw on that Lina, but not able to get any sort of follow-up to try and bring her down. So the lasso kind of got wasted and put Moon in a very precarious position.
I mean, they just forced it. I was looking at the other half of Fnatic when Ice 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 jumped in. It's like, yeah, your teammates were not ready to follow up on that. It was just a botched initiation, I think.
Oh, they spotted the Roche. They're staying smoked for now. They're not exactly sure where Nigma is, it looks like. Now they spot a couple on that ward down bottom. So they're going to go in the pit.
Oh, the double damage rune, too.
Now, it looked like Nigma, I'm not sure if he stomped on top of them while they were still smoked. I think he did. I think they waited.
Are scanning.
Well, another Spirit coming in. They'll see this. Roche already down to about a third HP. Nigma need to move quickly, but they can still do it. This is where Elder Titan really shines. Wall comes down into the pit. They grab the Darkseer, but he's already used his big cooldown. A kill on him is not the most valuable. They still find it. No buyback. Fnatic spread. BKB used by Savage. They juice Jabs. Now Moon goes in a little too far, and Weehaw a turret. Chain Frost still bouncing around. They catch the stun onto Savage. Now he's getting isolated. CM
DJ
with a huge ultimate, though. Some big damage. They get Kuro, but Moon and Savage down. Instant buyback from Savage. DJ actually sustaining. Hook shot from across the way. Somehow Fnatic are starting to turn this around. They do lose DJ, but Miracle doesn't have a lot of gas left. Trying to doppelganger to get away. Savage looking to chase, but he's not going to be able to pursue. Caught by the LSA. Buyback from CM used on top. Now they're going to chase down Kuro. A death there. Die back on Kuro, in fact. It looks like
But
Fnatic
Miracle's
might
here.
have
He's got the heart.
superior resources. Ooh, the heart. You're right. Miracle. He's back in the fray again. Roche still standing at about 2k HP. Not an easy target to finish off. 2 buybacks left available. It's GH and Ice Ice Ice. And now Nigma move into the pit. Rocket Flare to scout it out. Clockwork does have a hook shot. Could go for a steal play if he wants to. Trying to block it out with illusions. There's the Yule's Scepter. Savage goes back in. He's got another BKB. He wants to just finish off the Roche. He uses the Stone Gaze. It's a great play. He picks up the Aegis, picks up the cheese. Now the real fight breaks out. Swap back from jabs to reset. Nigma still with 4 alive. No Kuro for 30, but they're going to get this dieback on jabs, and they do.
Oh, I think they're going to clean them all up here.
This is looking bad for Fnatic. They're going to lose the Aegis. And I don't know if they can save Savage again. He does have cheese, but no Stone Gaze, no BKB. There's the stomp, Manta, the reinitiation, Moon, DJ again, BKB, big time freezing field. No kills though, except for Weehaw, looking for more. It's gonna be Mind Control that falls. Non-stop chaos here around the pit. Nigma in retreat. They can kill Miracle, this would be huge, but I don't know if they've got it. Great use of the Phantom Rush to get to the neutrals, Doppelganger away. And Miracle's gonna be clear. GH, Force Staff all around, playing ping pong with it. Yule's Scepter, they found Miracle, but do they have the damage? Buyback now from GH. He wants to save this PL. He's regen so much with his Heart of Tarask. It's going to be an overwhelming amount of damage, though. No Doppelganger for 2, but the sleep, is it enough from GH? Ice 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 trying to stay up front. Kuro's finally back. He's got the Glimmer Cape, and they've got enough to keep him alive. Now the retreat from Fnatic. They'll make it out. Wow,
man. The cheese, that was the big factor. I thought Nigma were just going to get them all after the Aegis respawn, but when she came back up, the LSA wasn't quite available yet, so there wasn't the instant sun. And then able to have that cheese ready to go there, too. So unless you get Convert now from full HP, she's going to have another life. And plus, Medusa obviously using the cheese better than a lot of other heroes because of the dual survivability you get out of the mana and the HP popping back into your hero. So, wow. I think after all of that, we're in the exact same spot. Wasn't it like a 10k lead before? And I'm sure everyone just gained a crazy amount of XP.
Yeah, it's a slight edge for Nigma in terms of net worth, but only like 1,000 or something like that. And I think they used more buybacks. Bat Rider and Ice 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 on the Clockwork both have buyback available. And on the Dire, it's only Mind Control's Darkseer, and that's going to be a dieback on Kuro now.
Oh,
so
now GH too?
If they get GH here, this would be huge. A little bit of that server lag here, folks, but they will catch him. Too many particles. That's 3 in the grave. No buybacks available. So with all that considered, it's definitely Fnatic that's going to get more out of this whole big exchange.
Miracle's trying to cut that mid wave. He's trying to cut waves anywhere he can. Weehaw's going to TP onto that one lone creep down bottom. Oh, he cancels. You get worried.
I think they're going to stay the course mid. They're like, you know what? We've got a tier 2 down bottom. There's some buffer. Let's force him back with the TP.
We have 7-second BKB on the Medusa, 7 on the Bat. Moon has his Blink Dagger. If he gets Weehaw, oh, it should just be it.
Good hook shot in. Great cogs to break this up. Mind Control with a big back wall combo. Weehaw not able to follow up. BKBs get popped. Mind Control's down. That's the buyback. Still no ET for 30, though. Stone Gaze was used.
Moon didn't have his lasso back yet. I forgot he used it on GH, or else that would have been game right there.
Force out another buyback, though. More economic damage.
This'll come in handy.
This Medusa's kind of tapped out, though, eh? Trying to finish out a Daedalus, but
Moon Shard. Yeah, that's about it.
Oh, dude, Sliver's so good on this hero.
Sure is.
All that agi.
Chain Frost.
Another Chain Frost.
Do too much. Jab's probably going to go down here. Fnatic not in a position to take an initiation there as Bat Rider TP's out.
You don't ever want to jump into a fight where Miracle has like 12 illusions.
Yeah.
It's like a bad idea.
It is getting to scary territory, though. You know, this doesn't really feel like a 14, 15k net worth lead. All barracks still standing for Nigma.
It's just hard because of the way PL plays fights versus the way Medusa plays fights. And Medusa is just so static, and PL is just so insanely hard to control. But the surrounding cast is obviously much stronger around the Medusa than it is against the PL, or around the PL. But look at her mana; it's just gone.
Needs to be a little bit careful here. Still holding the Stone Gaze, but that is another BKB charge. Some guards slowing down this push a little bit. Moon jumps in. Bash straight away. Yule Scepter. Kind of an awkward fight for Fnatic. They don't have all 5 grouped up. Medusa is still trying to get some mana. They will keep the tower alive, at least for now.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
All right. First tier 2 tower kill for Nigma. Starting to control a little bit more of the map.
Moon and Weehaw just kind of toying around here. And oh, Jab's courier gets killed. What level's Jab's? 23, so... Or no, he's level 15. Trying to do some courier warding, it looks like.
Moon. Kind of a sticky position down bottom. Going to be surrounded. No support nearby, but gets off the blink. And he'll be fine. Well done. 2 level 25s, Bat Rider and PL. And he's gone for the crit on PL, making sure he has the damage.
Yeah, seeing this one very popular lately.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like Miracle's gone for it like way more than the minus 6 second doppelganger cooldown. Well, guys, I think we're gonna get to the next round of neutral items here. Just 2 minutes away at this point. What are the big ones? I mean, Princess Knife is always nice. I think Princess Knife would be insane for Nigma because pretty much any of them can get that opportunity on the Medusa because, again, she's so static, you know? Think of that versus a PL, whatever. But versus a Medusa, it's pretty easy to get that Hex on her.
So DJ has had a couple of big ultimates already. He's now picked up an Aghanim Scepter. You stay in the freezing field long enough, you get frostbitten.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy. He's just all in on the ulti. I mean, it's a game where he knows there's nothing to cancel it, so he should be getting off the full duration every time. The bonus armor.
Yep. And he's tanky enough that they can't just focus him and kill him too easily. Especially now with the Ags. And, of course, he's gone for the freezing field damage talent.
So if you guys haven't seen it before, or you just kind of forgot, it's, what, 2.5 seconds?
Yes.
If you're stuck in the ulti, you get frostbitten. So it'll apply the whole frostbite spell. So that's an additional 300 damage and 3-second root.
Mm-hmm.
Dire are scanning.
It's pretty decent. Bit greedy, a luxury item, but if you can get it, it's a pretty big radius.
Get those patented 4-staff buyers on the side of Nigma. These guys love 4 staffs. PH has one. Got one on Mind Control. Got one on Weehaw too, with the Hurricane Pike. Obviously, they're versus the Clockwork, so you're always going to have an excess of them, but they're just so good at playing with the item.
Yeah.
Miracle not holding buyback. He will complete the Abyssal Blade, so going to have to use that crit to really fire him up quickly here. Do not want to get into a Roche fight. Oh, buddy. Don't want to get into a Roche fight without buyback, and that is a very fast Roche. It was like a 20-second spawn.
It'll be up in 15.
Oh, I hope it has the eggs and they give it to Medusa. Because I assume the snake still does the thing where it kills illusions instantly, right? If you have the Aghanims.
Causes
that sounds
snake
kind
to
of
turn
good
enemies into
PL.
stone. Yeah, it should.
Seems like it would be really nice. And I think like with Clock's changes, I don't think his is really worth it.
Well,
I could see an argument for Venge.
It's a refresher
I could see an
shard.
argument for Bat. Oh, it's a refresher. Oh,
So
that's too bad. I don't know. I feel like if he thought that was really worth it, he would have went for the minus 4-second Mystic Snake cooldown. If he thought there was any logic to that, and maybe even invested in a consumed Ags at this point, but.
I mean, is it possible though that the Stone Gaze duration is just better? I mean, they're all. That's the only.
That kind of makes sense, right?
Only big team fight ultimate they have. So I think there is still logic to the snake, but this game they're so reliant on Stone Gaze, you kind of have to.
Well, the other thing is that I think this new meta Medusa and like the whole idea of bringing her back is that the ulti, like that movement speed, is a big thing. So having an additional 2.5 seconds on that is pretty nice.
For sure. Hey, the magic lamp.
Ugh. All right, pass it off to the Venge. Whatever. Give me that lamp. Oh, God. On the Havoc Hammer, right? That evens out. We're getting the trash items.
The mean
I mean,
hammer.
30 strength is, or 30 damage and 18 strength, rather, is okay for ET. Yeah, he's going to put in the strength.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that. Just popped it. He's like, yeah, look at this thing.
Okay, smoke from Fnatic.
Oh, whoa, they still have one more neutral item to find.
It's a
it's
hasted
fine, you
Bat
can fight.
Rider.
Oh. Got the vision, all the Yules.
Is he still going to find someone, though? BKB does not use the lasso, and they're just going to disengage.
All right, guys, creeps are spawning. No one blocked them. We need a last item.
All right.
Aw, Moon blocked the camp. For shame.
Very patient from Fnatic, though. Glad they didn't force the issue there. They know what's on the line. This Roshan's a game changer.
Boom, there he goes.
Moon's going to show himself down bottom, stealing that outpost. Doesn't really give Nigma the go call, though. They're still going to relax. Still no Blink Dagger on MC. Didn't really ever find his way back into this game. Still below Ice on a hero that farms quite a bit worse. Mostly because his Lina had such early bots that she's vacuuming up a lot of the farm on this map that the PL doesn't, so MC's just kind of stuck, lingering around. Iron Shelling Illusions, hoping to steal some of the last hits.
Ice does actually have the Aghanims queued up.
Do it with flair.
All right, I'm into it. Wait, he does? No, he doesn't. He's Lotus.
Okay, he did have
How
the
about
Aghanims
Willis?
queued up. He changed it. He got me.
There he goes.
Lotus might be better.
Yeah, pretty good. I don't even know what DJ buys. He's going for a Lincoln's next. I just pop it on his Medusa, I guess. Or his Bat. Oh, they're going to put it on Bat. They're going to Lincoln's the Bat so that he can jump in with his BK, or he can just jump in. I mean, he could just preemptively BKB with the other solution, but...
Yeah, but you look at how much farm the CM has. Like, I'll just get a... Don't worry about it, dude. I'll get you a Lincoln's. Give me 4 minutes.
Radiant are scanning.
Did they still didn't find that last neutral item, did they?
Don't think so. Unless I missed it, too.
No, it's pretty unlucky. I think they
Both-
would have had it by now.
Both teams kind of moving away from the pit. Smoke from Fnatic, not going to yield much.
Oh, looks like both teams are still missing one, actually. I didn't even realize. So they have Ninja Gear and Havoc Hammer on Nigma, eh? Oh, well, there's Ninja Gear now for
Is under attack.
the Medusa.
What was the verdict on Ninja Gear? Smoke on yourself only. Pretty
Dire's
situational.
middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, but it gives a lot of nice agi and movement speed.
20 agi, yeah. The Leveler.
Well,
All right, Weehaw gets
Dire's
himself some
bottom
sieging
tower is
power.
under attack.
That's actually okay for Alina. But they're going to give it to GH. His items are a little bit better, Weehaw thinks.
Never upset to see the Leveler. It's just a nice, handy, pull it out of the backpack and...
Oh, right, never mind. It's 50 attack speed. I was thinking it was the 50 raw damage one. Yeah, never mind.
No.
This is terrible on Lina. Very good on ET. Get all the damage buff from your spirit and then punch people fast.
Right. And it gives you the demolish, so... I don't know. I'm convinced we'll see a base race game where somebody will have a Leveler and the other side won't. Be like, oh, wow, yeah.
Yeah, but what if they have a repair kit?
But what if they've got a repair kit?
Boom.
15K net worth. It has been a steady lead for
Look how
Fnatic.
far everyone's moved away from this Roche pit, dude.
Yeah.
Kind of crazy. Smoked up Miracle just constantly.
He wants Butterfly, and Dusa, she's got the Illusionist cape. I guess we missed that one. And a Mjolnir now. Medusa illusions are pretty legit.
Yep. No, it's completely fine. Not a hero that gets to like spam them out that much. Like Yamanta, you know, it's no PL or Naga, but oh, the lasso.
Flaming Lasso jumps in. Fueled Scepter, follow up LSA. Moon with a BKB. Spread out fight now as Ice blocks off the other side. Oh, Savage gets pulled back in. That forces a BKB.
Oh, they're forcing the Stone Gaze. They're gonna go Roche. Miracle still chases in, actually.
Yeah, he gets petrified, and Fnatic will make the retreat. Man, you
But
feeling
yeah,
that server
it
lag?
should be
or
roast for them.
Is that just
I don't think
me?
they can fight. What's that?
So you feeling the server lag, or is that just me?
Oh, yeah, no, it's the server. It's not you.
Yeah. I feel like I'm casting a C game every time a fight breaks out. It's brutal.
Yeah, no, it's pretty brutal. I really hope it's not impacting the players too much. I think it's just the spectator server.
That's my guess. I mean, it doesn't. If they were lagging as much as it looks on my screen, I think we'd have a lot more pauses.
Yeah. Well, I mean, there's a big lag. This happens whenever I play against Broodmother.
Well, here you go. Roshan still standing. Moon tries to go in, looking for a potential Aegis snag. Neither side looking to completely commit to the fight, being very cautious about what they do here. Hook shot in. Roche under contesting. A Miracle gets the Aegis, though it does get killed by Fnatic. Savage pretty low in the back line. Him and Miracle going blow for blow. Swap out from jabs. Keeps Savage alive, but it's DJ. Huge ultimate again. Big damage. Breaks up the fight in the back line. Miracle trying to finish him off, but he can't quite do it. They need to get this Aegis, and they will. All the buybacks coming out of the Dire. It's a big fight for Fnatic, and they get back to their high ground and find the reset they desperately needed.
Ice managed to grab the refresher shard and the cheese. He refreshed at like 200 HP for another hook shot to get a kill and then escape. That was pretty sick. Big plays when he was near death.
Look at
Had 2 hook shots in that fight.
the damage done. 7.6k on the Dusa, 7.3 on the Crystal Maiden. DJ
That
Dota.
is, that's her zone, dude.
There he goes.
That is definitely where you want to fight as this hero. That is incredible. DJ's had a fantastic... Dude, he is 10-1 and 18. He must have the best skill score in this, or kill score in this game. He does.
Oh, absolutely.
What a legend.
Scaling supports, dude. He was able to farm that Aether Lens, had a great start, as you mentioned, and now this CM feels like an actual core.
It's pretty cool how you can itemize, like, all in on this ultimate when there's nothing to cancel it.
And look at this, dude. Plus 1.5 second frostbite duration. He's level 26. Pretty good.
All right, this is kind of insane. Wow, he's gonna do so much damage if people get stuck in his ulti.
Yep. That's the thing. It all compounds, right? It's like you get the damage from the frostbite, but you're also still frostbitten in the freezing field, so you're still taking explosion damage. All right.
I think. Oh, here we go. This is what he did last time, right? Miracle bought a rapier on his PL with the crit talent.
Yep.
So here we go again. No buyback.
Dire's middle tower
I don't think
is
Miracle's had
under attack.
buyback for like half an hour. He just never saves for it. Says I'm just not going to die. And if I do, it won't matter.
Dire's structures
There's the
are
glyph
fortified.
already. I want to save this tier 3
Dire's
tower.
middle is under attack.
Fnatic again being very cautious, trying to siege multiple lanes at once and
Dire's
get as
top
much
tower
chip damage
is
as
under
possible.
attack.
Illusion's mid. The real Savage up top. About to finish off this tower and does find it.
Dire's top
Man, it's so scary now. Like Fnatic feel like in such a commanding position if Moon just wants to go for one of these jumps. I'm surprised he hasn't done more of this just like BKB
Dire's
blink
top
in
barracks
lasso.
are under attack.
I guess it's because he doesn't have a force staff. And do they have any? I don't think they do. Yeah, they have no force staffs, right? Am I crazy?
On
They have
Radiant,
one on
touch.
Ice Ice
Shrine
Ice.
is under attack.
Yep,
Yeah,
there's
that's
one.
it.
No hurricane
It's hard
type.
to
This'll come in
abuse the lasso that much, like for the high ground siege at least. And there's the
Dire's top
Medusa,
shrine has fallen.
the consumed Aghanims,
All right.
now munched up there.
And a DD to boot.
Yeah, if this helps out in the team fights at all. It'll be much more impactful, I think, once PL hits level 30 and manages to get the other 25 talent. Oh, there's our lasso. It is the PL.
And the follow-up, though. There's the stun, hook shot, but a huge back wall. Mind control with the reset. Now Nigma trying to make it back up to the high ground. Miracle does get Glimmer Cape. That'll keep him alive. Mind control in trouble, but so is Jabs. They reflect the Chain Frost with the Lotus, and now DJ jumps in. Kuro gets stuck in the Frost and then eats his own Chain Frost to go down. It's a 1 for 2, and the 2 dead on Nigma do not have buyback. Another tier 3 tower down. Still some time on that double damage rune for Savage, and he is ripping through structures.
They use the
GH
big spells, though, and Miracle's going in.
All right, out of mana now. Maybe Savage can fall, and he does. He gets obliterated. GH with the BKB on, trying to punch. Maybe Ice 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 also left behind. Nope, that's a hook shot.
I'm going to have to check that crit there. You keep following that.
Big kill on the Dusa. and I don't think they'll get any more.
Flares here.
Oh, I hate all the illusions that mess up. Okay, all right, those are some pretty big crits. He crit her for 513 damage.
That's a lot, especially given how much mitigation she's got. Smoked up Moon right now. Looks at that ninja
Think
gear.
of how fast that guy attacks, and he can crit for 513. That's pretty nasty.
Another one of these scenarios where it felt like Fnatic just forced it a little bit. Moon caught him with the lasso, and they weren't right there to follow up. It was a great hook shot to still keep the stuns going so that he couldn't just doppelganger out, but I think Moon just went a little too trigger happy.
It sounds crazy, but the lasso is just like, it's not fast enough. It's not. There's not enough force staffs. Like, he doesn't actually create that much distance.
Yeah.
When he gets those big plays, and this Darkseer has the force staff, so he can kind of keep up and get that saving vacuum to give the breathing room. Because I can't even believe they got the follow-up Aghanims. I didn't think they were gonna. Hook shot from Ice. I didn't think he was gonna hit that.
Yeah, me neither.
He hit that thing through the middle of everyone, got the stun onto Miracle, and they still couldn't get the kill.
Moon getting
Moon
chased
is on the
down.
run here.
Will be fine, I think. Pretty speedy Bat Rider, 546.
Yeah, the ninja gear. By permanently smoking himself, that is pretty sick.
Yeah, this might be one of the best heroes I've seen with ninja gear in terms of just getting value out of the item. He's so mobile, spends so much time running around the map anyway.
If they had bots too on some other hero, it would be a lot better.
Whoa. Okay. Scythe of Vice on the Bat Rider. This is big. This is that missing piece of crowd control that we were just talking about. You add another 3.5 seconds onto that last engagement to Miracle, and I think you've got a chance of killing.
Dude. He's got a lot of buttons to hit.
Oh,
All
yeah.
I would say. Like, if you blink into this Bat Rider right now, you have to be BKB. You're basically trying to, like, scythe someone and like, you basically want to scythe the Darkseer and then lasso Miracle in an ideal world.
It is a lot of
Moon's really good
buttons,
at Dota. It's true.
but I've got faith in Moon's ability to mash buttons.
God, look how close this is. Oh, my God.
Smoke on smoke. Moon sees it. Oh, we get Sinister Gaze. Hook shot. Oh, no. They've already lost Moon, and now Ice. He's going to hook shot in. It's not looking great. The rest of the team can't decide what they want to do. Swap from jabs. They are going to commit for this. Savage goes in, pops the BKB. There's DJ with the ulti, BKB on. Does actually get an Ice Cube onto Kuro. Might get the kill there. No, Kuro just barely lives, but they do lose GH. Buybacks
And mind
used, 2
control.
of them on the side of Fnatic. They'll get another kill. That's on Mind Control now. Both Mind Control and GH have buybacks in about 50 seconds.
See the problems that DJ's creating in that team fight, because Lena just has to stand there and cast everything on a Crystal Maiden. That does not feel good. Like, she's just spamming spells and right-clicking Crystal Maiden as hard as she can to try and bring down DJ.
Yep.
And so the Medusa's just able to keep chugging along. And now they're going to smoke up. They're looking for the hook shot. They've got Lasso in 12 seconds. This could be the game ender. Unless Miracle finds those big crits.
Buyback timing, so delicate right now. Hook shot on the back line. Isolates Kuro a little bit. Ice very tanky right now. Happy to absorb this damage while his team goes for Barracks. Glyph, Lasso. They'll find Weehaw. He's down. No buyback. Miracle, BKB on, but he's not particularly healthy.
Oh, Savage.
Going blow for blow with Savage. He does sustain. Buybacks used now. Cooldowns coming from GH and Mind Control. Fnatic have to back out. Kuro does still die to the fire. They save their Barracks, but another costly hold for Nigma.
You believe they haven't gotten a Rax yet?
Seems
We are
pretty
55
insane.
minutes into the game. How long have they been leading this game?
For about 45 minutes.
That is unbelievable.
Yeah.
I mean, they had a 15k lead at 30 minutes.
Scanning.
I mean, outside of Dusa, they don't siege particularly well. And,
I mean, they don't do a lot of damage or anything outside of Medusa.
yeah. and Nigma do have good defensive heroes. Elder Titan, Darkseer, even Lich, really good at standing on the high ground, nuking creep waves, taking
Yeah, he's gonna
advantages
be
of
25
heroes being
soon.
forced to clump.
I didn't even think of that. They're going to be able to heal the Barracks.
Yeah, thanks to the Lich. Roche having a seizure in the pit here, but that's okay. Get another synth and another refresher. So who's grabbing what?
A synth to Ice Ice Ice. I think that's probably better than the Bat Rider, although Bat's tempting. But so now, again, this overclocking. It is a 4-second self-stun at the end, but he is going to get 8 seconds to use all his spells again, have bonus movement speed, bonus attack speed. See if he can burst down these backlines.
I like this idea for Clockwork. Very fitting for the lore and the concept of the hero, right?
I mean, the self-stun's a bit of a feel-bad, especially when you don't have like an Omni or an Abba to take it off after, but...
I just mean from a robot perspective. Overclock it! We overheated.
Self-destructing. I got you.
All right, mid lane of Barracks down. Top lane under siege. Fnatic 1 step away.
No cheese this time.
Buybacks.
No Aegis.
Very
At least not on
sparse.
Savage.
Kuro, the only one that's got a buyback on the side of Nigma, so they cannot afford deaths here. Fnatic playing this very slow and steady. They know they've got the advantage right now. Pull Savage in, looking for a panic BKB perhaps, but not going to fall for it.
So Savage has enough for buyback and bots right now. That might come into play.
Swap from Jabs. BKBs get popped. Jab's going to be in trouble. He'll go down first. Chain Frost bouncing in the back line. Actually does a lot of damage to Savage. That's a 2-for-0, and maybe even more. Bat Rider going to TP out. They get the Clockwork. Enigma make a solid hold. 3 kills.
I did not like their setup there. I'm not sure what the plan was. That seemed like a poor... Like, they have a Medusa. She didn't have the cheese, and she didn't have the Aegis. So their whole play was for her to get whittled down, and then she gets swapped out, and then Ice 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 passed her the cheese after. That's why it's currently in her inventory, but she didn't have it when she was getting initiated on.
Yeah. They kind of played that like there was an Aegis on the Dusa.
Yeah.
If she had a second life, I would have loved that play. But without it, I'm with you. It's ambitious at best.
I don't know. I mean, they still have a 31k lead, and they just got 3-0'd.
That's the rapier PL factor, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll tell you. He's close to 30, man. And then I actually don't think they kill him when he's 30. I don't think he'll die.
So Doppelganger will be a 4-second cooldown. Yeah, that's a lot of fun.
Oh, that's real enjoyable to play against.
And Aghanim's Scepter queued up.
I don't know. What were they trying to do? I guess maybe the plan was Medusa's supposed to get vision onto the high ground, and they're trying to find that big lasso play. And then they're thinking that they're going to have the power with the double Clockwork to just, like, take someone down or something from the Aghanims, but... That just felt like a rushed decision of frustration or something. Of just like, we should be stronger than them right now. Let's just throw bodies at a second set of barracks.
I mean, in a lot of games, a 30k net worth lead at 55 minutes is sufficient enough to kind of do that. So I kind of get it, but they've been playing so controlled for this entire game.
I mean, they did take mid, right?
They
that
did
was,
take
like,
mid.
with the illusions and everything.
Yep.
So,
and they got the ranged barracks. So they got half the barracks. That tier 3 is very low in the bottom.
and they didn't have to use too many of their good buybacks, right? What, just clock?
Correct.
All right, we'll allow it.
And Nigma still have several heroes on cooldown for multiple
3 heroes
minutes.
just feels like a lot to give there.
Yeah, sure.
Oh, dude, Miracle's gonna have that. That new Aghanims is insane. If he is level 30 the Aghanims, there's just no way. I'm pretty sure he can't die.
You just have
You just have
permanent Phantom Rush.
Yeah. It's insane. It is such a feel-good item. Like, if they had have gotten one of these infused Aghanims from Roche, they 100% would have handed it to him.
CM's going for a refresher.
Who is, sorry?
CM. She's got the Aegis still.
Makes sense.
Double ulti.
I mean, he's all in on the ulti.
Is there any other item you can... Anything else to buff up the ulti? I guess like Veil, but that's not really a feel-good
Yeah, it's not
item.
really realistic. At this point, you just care about the stun and like you just care about applying the secondary frostbites. You just want to get it off as fast as possible.
Yeah. He hasn't had too many issues surviving, but occasionally Eon Disc can be really good instead of like the Lincolns if you're dying. because
The
you
other
don't,
item would be,
you don't-
I think even Scythe would just be better than
Yeah.
like more defensive items.
but just the mechanic of the Aghanim Scepter, but just the mechanic of the Aghanim Scepter, you don't really care about losing a little bit of damage on the ultimate if you're surviving to guarantee getting off frostbites, right? If people are committing to do that damage to you. It has a cool synergy with that.
Yeah, if you can like still get the stuns and stuff, that's true.
Situational, but one of few heroes that really feels good buying an Eon disc. Usually when you see that item come out, it's just like, please, I just want to live for more than a second, please. I just want to survive the chrono.
Well, in unusual fashion, they're going to smoke up after losing the Aegis. They're going to bait DJ mid.
Unpredictable.
Oh, they got the real one.
Whoa. There it is. He's got the lasso. Do they have the follow-up, though? Stun. Hook shot.
Oh, the overclocking.
BKB. Miracle lives. It's a big sleep. And now Miracle's just going to go to town. Chain Frost bouncing around. They're going to lose Moon first. Jab's pretty low. He's going to be in trouble. They do get Weehaw. Buyback from Jabs now. And a buyback from Moon. So all 5 alive for Fnatic. Weehaw holding his for now. Elder Titan, the saving grace for that whole engagement.
Was that his sleep? Is that what happened?
I think so. I think he just put the entire Fnatic team to sleep, and that was enough to get the BKB off for Miracle.
Jeez. I thought he was dead for sure.
I'd have to watch it again in slow motion, but that's certainly what it looked like. That was when the damage stopped. Let me put it that way. All right.
Yeah.
Rapier on Rapier, baby. Savage is here. Let's go.
Got a long way to fly. It's coming. Man, that is a fat courier. Look at this thing.
Oh, my.
He's got, I haven't even been looking at this. He's got the Lotus
Lasso.
on there too.
Lasso. He's got Kuro. Okay, Kuro's down. Does have buyback. Mind Control just getting chunked. They know the Rapier's online now. Weehaw gets petrified. Uh-oh. Now frozen. Swap back. Miracle jumps in onto Savage. BKB on, but he's out of mana. DJ pops his BKB ultimate, trying to get some frostbites, doing decent damage, but GH and Miracle just bring him down. All the buybacks being used by Fnatic. Nigma will hold. That's a Rapier down. Did Fnatic just toss this?
I mean, I don't think it was theirs to toss. I think they know that they just have to kind of try their best to put bodies into this.
That would explain why CM died so quick. That was a Rapier Elder Titan and a Rapier PL knocking on the front door.
Yeah, I think this PL is just too much, man. I think that their best chance to win this game was right after that, like, first Aegis, when they were pushing that tier 2 tower, and Medusa was stupidly fat, and they hadn't recovered on the Lich, the ET, and the Darkseer yet, and they end up I think that TP bottom to kill Miracle actually hurt Fnatic. When they TP'd the Bat Rider and the Clockwork, and they got the kill, and then they only got a tier 2 because they got Laguna'd on the Medusa, and they couldn't go for the tier 3. I think they just needed like an earlier set of racks to like take better control of this game and force Nigma to be more uncomfortable.
For sure. They hit that wall, the 15K wall. 2 heroes stuck without buyback for Fnatic, and this final fight will certainly be underwhelming.
They can't kill Miracle. There's no way. I refuse to believe that he can die.
Still
Their
playing
only hope is he runs out of mana.
pretty cautious. Nigma playing pretty far back. Also a tier 2 standing up top. So they won't be able to get megas off this push.
Look at this army.
I mean, the tower just evaporates. No glyph. Fnatic hanging on. Smart play to stay patient. You can see how much
you eventually get something.
You can see how much Nigma are respecting this, though. Like Miracle, just do the work. We're gonna back you up. We're not even going high ground.
One last shot. One last chance for Moon to find. I mean, he's done a pretty good job in the latter half of this game of finding those big lassos. It's just the capitalization on it from his teammates has been very hard to find. Either Moon's a bit too far, or there's a big save on someone from Nigma.
It's just a limitation to this draft. I mean, we called it out early on in the game. You know, that early on it's okay, but how do they follow up these lassos? Medusa does a lot of damage, but it's sustained damage. It's not this crazy burst like the Lina can put out. Or like this Elder Titan now. I mean, look, he hits for 550. He's got an Abyssal Blade, the Leveler, a Havoc Hammer. I mean, this is... GH is damn scary.
Well, 2 big lasso plays will be what they need. They need lasso into forced buyback into lasso. Unless Isis Ice can pull off some ridiculous overclocking abilities. But back into the pit we go. Another synth eggs to be handed around. I would give it to the Darkseer. I think giving him 12-second vacuum sounds sick.
Yeah. Double wall, also sick.
Man, that was some pretty crazy lag.
Yep.
Yeah.
All right, there you go. Yeah. See that, folks? It's not just us. I know it's brutal, but...
You know what happened? It's just the PL illusions.
Yep.
Like, literally. It's because they flared the PL illusions.
Yeah, because all the illusions have all those stupid particles. Okay.
It's whenever they first get revealed to your team. Like that. It lags.
It.
So that is like the Radiant seeing the illusions.
Yeah.
It's like when Broodmother walks out of the farm with her spiders whenever you play a game now, out of the fog.
Oh, hook shot. It did connect. They jump into the pit. Roche, low. Still standing. It's finished off by the Radiant. Aegis grabbed by Moon. Fnatic successfully invade the Roche pit.
They're still in eggs and refresher. Oh, he gets them. He have double lasso now.
Jab's going to be the first one to go down, I think. No, the Laguna is not enough. He's going to live, but another big sleep. Connects on 3. If Fnatic can find some kills, they can still pick up Rapiers and turn this. DJ, BKB on, but the ulti can't survive. The Rapiers are too much, and that's 2 down without buyback. They do get Kuro, but Fnatic in big trouble. They lose Ice off on the other side, and I think that might be close to game.
I think that's going to be it. GH and Miracle just start destroying DJ on that poor Crystal Maiden trying to save the game, and Nigma have done it. That lurking feeling in the back of your head this entire game saying, I think PL's going to do it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, you were right. You knew. Miracle knew. And as Nigma have said several times at the minor and since the minor, they just recognize that this hero will eventually carry us to victory, and so we're just patient, we relax, and then we win some Dota.
Yep. Moon jumps in, the last-ditch effort. Slowing things down a little bit, but just delaying the inevitable, it seems. Still no glyph. First tier 4 falls. Lasso. No follow-up there is the second tier 4 will be brought down. Fnatic hanging on for the final few seconds, but this will be Nigma's game. This is just game number 1. We've got 3 best-of-3s today, and we take a 70-minute match to get us started. We're in it for the long haul, baby. This is what we come for. An epic game 1. And big congratulations to Nigma for turning a 30,000 net worth lead.
And what was those stacked camps, though? Remember? We said 15 stacked camps by GH. He stacked the same amount of camps as the entire side of Fnatic.
Where is camps stacked?
Right after support contribution.
Aha, there it is. 15.
So yeah, 15 for him and 15 for all of Fnatic. That's pretty good.
Yep. Got value out of that Elder Titan.
Yeah, I'll say so. Damn. So, Medusa into PL, I don't think that was necessarily the game ender. I think what's more important is that they just had no secondary carry. It was just all 23 Savage. And that is still a viable strategy to attempt. The only problem is you do get put on a timer, and they obviously missed that timer of when they were more powerful, when they had the opportunities. But you could also argue that Nigma recognized that, okay, whenever they're going to be strongest, we just need really good high ground defense. And look at these heroes they picked up, right? Mm-hmm. Like the ET, the Darkseer, the Lich. They know that they like holding up for the late game for Miracle, and they pick the right heroes for it. Especially with Weehan, like one of these heroes that can just split push on side lanes, keep the pressure up, match that lane pressure that the Bat Rider was providing. It's an absolutely fantastic game here from Nigma.
Yep. Still exciting to watch on the side of Fnatic. Some things to be proud of. Savage played very well, especially in the beginning parts of that game. Still keeping up that reputation, farming efficiently, but also getting involved in fights. Ice on the core Clockwork. He played incredible in the laning phase. He ended that game 7-7 and 27. Really didn't die that many times, which is impressive for a Clockwork who's always jumping into that front line. And of course, DJ. This was one of the best Crystal Maiden performances I've seen in a long time. End of the game, 12, 4, and 25. He spent most of that game without a single death as a CM doing big damage in fights. He played insane.
That's a hard game to watch someone lose like that, but it's it just came down to Nigma recognizing the different strategies and what they were better at and taking the victory even with 10 less kills, because those obviously don't matter. it's all about the ancients. So we'll see what happens in the next one.
All right, we're going to take a break, then we're coming back, folks. Game number 2, Nigma Fnatic, around the corner.